This week on Man Talk, we're going to be talking about the HoneyDo List. Whether it's paper, digital, chalkboard, or even mental, the list exists and you better have a plan. So, coming up, 5 things that will help you with the HoneyDo List. Remember when you were sitting in your pastor's office during premarital counseling and he looked at you and asked,
"So, when your wife has this problem, does she want you to fix the problem or listen to her about the problem?"
And you said,
"Fix it."
And then he wisely responded,
"No, she wants you to listen to her."
Well, in just about any other scenario, that would be good advice. But when it comes to the HoneyDo List, you can throw that advice right out the window. See, she doesn't want you to listen to the list, she wants you to do the list. She wants you to fix the problems on the list. So that basically leaves you with 2 options. A, you can accomplish the tasks on the list in an effective, timely manner, or B, you can lead her to believe that you have, are, or will accomplish the list at some point. Now, I'm not saying lie. Lying is a sin. But what I am saying is here are 5 tips that can help you take on the HoneyDo List. Tip number 1, duct tape. Now, I'm not talking about that foo-foo colorful design stuff they sell in stores for arts and crafts. No, I'm talking about silver duct with a T tape. Another manly favorite would be electrical tape. And if you have more expensive tastes, you can also use gaffer's tape. It's got kind of a nice textured cloth finish. It's also very multi-purpose. Let's see here. Fix the toilet paper rack, fix the holes in the wall, fix the, hung those pictures up, and then got that light mounted in the closet. Perfect. Good day's work, Magnum. Stay feisty. Tip number 2, have a timeline. Now, a timeline only works if you have proper priorities. And her priorities, I don't want to say wrong, but they're going to be different from your priorities.
Hey, babe, can you help me fix the bathroom tub drain when you get a second?
Yeah, not a problem. I've just got a few more important things to finish up here, and then I can get right on that.
Okay, sure, no problem. What are you working on anyway?
Our bug out vehicle.
Our what?
Our bug out vehicle, like for when we have to bug out and survive. Okay, so like I've got knives, I've got an air compressor, I've got tape, I've got paracord, I've got some shotgun shells. I don't know why I didn't pack a shotgun. I've got a heater, I've got an air compressor. Did I already say air compressor? I've got an air compressor, I've got some water, I've got a tarp, I've got a blanket, I even have this rusty old hatchet, and I have some sustenance. I mean, we are gonna be covered. We have everything that we could possibly need.
For what?
For what? The Trump-ocalypse is coming, and we will be ready. So make sure you understand priorities. Now here's the deal with the timeline. Set realistic goals. Uncle Jim always said that if a project got done within 10 years, that was a win. Tip number 3. Now this is not a cure-all for everything on your list, but tip number 3 is buy a new one. Let's face it, they don't make things like they used to. And when things break nowadays, they're really not made to be taken apart and repaired in many cases. They're cheap, they're constructed cheaply, and many times to get it apart, you gotta break it even more. So, simple solution, instead of driving yourself mad with all of those fixes, just go buy a new one.
Oh, sometimes I really wish I had a new computer. Honey, can you please fix my...
Ta-da! Tip number 4, probably my personal favorite, convince your wife that it's supposed to work that way.
Oh! Honey, the faucet is doing that again, and now it's got my clothes all wet. My shirt is soaked.
No, it's supposed to be like that.
What?
Yeah, it's the new high efficiency, eco-friendly, free-range faucet that basically you can wash your clothes at the same time you wash your hands.
Yeah, and I suppose it's an organic faucet too.
Tip number 5. Hire it out. Let's face it, all of us are busy, all of us have things that perhaps we'd rather be doing. So, do the big corporate America thing and outsource the work. Well, I think I figured out the problem. Oh. You do realize everything down there is being held together by duct tape? Oh. Yeller? That way you have more time for the important things of life.
So, when you're trying to build a lean-to, make sure that you slope your limbs away from the wind so that the wind goes up the limbs. That way the lean-to works to keep you warm instead of working against you. If you're wondering what that has to do with the HoneyDo List, well, follow the rest of the tips on this video and you'll quickly understand why it's important to know how to build a lean-to. And also, Trumpocalypse is coming.